Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Welcome to Hunting for Answers, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Hunter. In Columbus, Ohio, 4 young children were still inside an apartment in the middle of the night. Their mother had walked outside. She took her cell phone and her wallet, but her keys were left behind. So was her purse. As the hours passed, she still had not returned. By morning, the concern was growing. A neighbor would later report seeing a woman being forced into a black car near the apartment complex. After that, the public timeline goes quiet. This is the story of Shaniece Mona Briggs. Born on March 2nd, 1987, Shaniece Mona Briggs was 26 years old when she vanished. A mother of 4 young children, she was living in Columbus, Ohio, in the King Lincoln Bronzeville area near East Long Street. Her day-to-day life centered there, the kind of routine you come to expect. Her children, her home, and then in the early hours of June 19, 2013, something changed. From what's been reported, Shaniece was last seen around 1:00 a.m. inside her apartment. At some point, she left through the back door. She had her cell phone and her wallet, but her keys were still left behind, along with her purse. And her 4 children, still inside the apartment as well. There's been no clear indication of why she stepped outside. And looking at what she left behind, there's no clear sign she expected to be gone long. What happened after she walked out that door still has not been fully understood. By early morning, something was clear. She had not come back. From what's been reported, the father of her children realized she was gone. The children were still alone inside the apartment. He contacted Shaniece's mother. They went looking for her, but there was no sign of her. She was reported missing, and from that point on, everything became a question of what happened after Shaniece walked out that door. In the days that followed, a detail emerged, one that would add a new layer to the case. Reports say a neighbor told police they saw a woman being forced into a black car near the apartment. That account has not been fully detailed in public records, but it introduced a possibility that something may have happened in those moments outside. As investigators continued to work the case, they also looked into aspects of Shaniece's life. Reporting by WOSU Public Media notes that police said there were details they were looking into as part of the investigation, but those details were not publicly explained. No person of interest has been publicly named, and there is still no confirmed timeline of what happened after Shaniece left the apartment. And that gap is still where this case goes quiet. Over time, what starts to stand out is not just what happened, but what didn't. There's been no confirmed activity on her financial accounts, no verified sightings, no contact with her family. For years, nothing. Her case is still listed as endangered missing, and investigators have indicated they are concerned about the possibility of foul play. More than a decade later, there have been no publicly announced arrests. The case remains open. Shaniece Mona Briggs is described as a Black woman, around 5'3" to 5'5", weighing between 130 and 140 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. She has pierced ears and a piercing above her upper lip. She also has tattoos, including one of a king with a crown, and the name Gregory Fields on her left arm. Clothing descriptions vary slightly by source, but reports indicate she may have been wearing a pink and gray top and dark pants when she was last seen. For her family, this is not just an open case. It is a mother who stepped outside and never came back. A timeline that still does not have a clear ending. What happened after she walked out that door? What happened in the moments just outside her home? Who was in that car that was reported near the apartment? And what would it take for someone to come forward with new details? After all this time, those answers are still not known. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Columbus Police Department or submit a tip to Central Ohio Crime Stoppers. You can find that contact information in the show notes. Our thoughts are with the family and loved ones of Shaniece Mona Briggs. As we close out this episode, remember, sharing her story helps keep focus on her case and on the questions that still remain. For more cases and updates, follow Hunting for Answers. You can also connect with us through our Facebook group and find us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Reach out if there's a story you believe deserves attention. Thank you for joining us for another episode. Until next time. Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network. For more podcasts from the Black Effect Podcast Network, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.